While we're on the topic of transactions, I want to tell you that transactions have asset properties. Sounds kind of interesting, doesn't it? But it's true. Asset properties. The A part in asset stands for atomic. Atomic transaction simply means that the transaction will succeed or fail as a whole. Just like I mentioned in my example, if you ask the ATM for $100, it will either grant you the $100 or deny you the $100. And it will do it as a whole, the transaction as a whole. It will not say, here's 50, I owe you 50. It doesn't work that way. Transactions succeed or fail as a whole. Then there's a C, which stands for consistent. That essentially means that everyone with access to your account will have the same view of the data. In other words, once you are given the $100, your account will be debited $100, correct? And everybody will see the new balance, 0. So whatever your new account balance is will be visible to everybody that has access to the account at the same time. Consistent. I stands for isolated. Now that essentially means that while you're in the process of taking out that $100, no one will know that you are in the process of taking out that $100 until the bank has given you the $100. Up until that time, that particular transaction will be isolated from every other transaction that's taking place. So what you are doing is isolated to you until you have committed the transactions, which essentially means that the bank has given you the $100 in our lovely example. I stands for isolated. So we got atomic, consistent, and now isolated. There's one more. That's the D part. D stands for durable. And that essentially means that once the transaction is backed up, it is guaranteed recoverable by the database. So, first of all, remember that transactions, as I stated already earlier, are a logical unit of work. In my ATM example, I said that a bunch of things were happening. You are placing your account or your card inside of the ATM, then you're specifying your PIN, you're specifying how much you want, and the bank is giving it to you, right? Then the cash comes out. If any one of these things fails, the whole transaction fails. And as long as that transaction is committed, once the bank gives you the cash, your new account information, updated account information has been backed up. No matter what happens to the database from that point forward, it is guaranteed recoverable with your information on it. So there we go. Asset properties. We got atomic, consistent, isolated, and durable.